Once the weapon has been stripped and cleaned, it is ready for assembly. To begin, reattach the gas tube to the receiver. Slide the forward end of the gas tube into the gas block, which sits behind the front sight. Lower the gas tube into place. Push the locking lever downward to lock it into position, then lower the grenade sights, if there are any. Next, insert the bolt into the carrier. Slide the spindle of the bolt into the carrier and turn clockwise, so that the lug sits in the cam path of the carrier. In order to properly install the carrier into the receiver, ensure that the bolt is positioned forward. You can tell that the bolt is in the correct position when the head of the bolt aligns with the charging handle. With the bolt in place, install the bolt carrier group into the receiver. Line up the bolt carrier group with the rails inside the receiver while inserting the front end of the carrier into the gas tube cylinder. Once the head of the bolt carrier group is in the gas tube, lower the rear of the bolt carrier group down into the guide rails. Once fully seated into the guide rails, slide the bolt carrier group fully forward, using the cocking handle if necessary. Now install the return spring. Place the driving spring assembly and guide it into the rear of the bolt carrier, maintaining control as it's pushed forward. Finally, to complete the assembly, reattach the receiver cover. Insert the front end of the receiver cover into the circular grooves at the base of the rear sight, pushing forward to ensure that it is fully engaged. Then apply pressure over the square hole at the rear of the cover. Push down and forward until the end of the driving spring assembly snaps through the hole. This completes the assembly of the AK-47.